the cards. All that and more coming up next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf. It is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to... First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Well, here comes Kyler Murray in his 4th NFL season leading this Cardinal offense. Already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his time with Arizona. First play and a first pass for Murray. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Murray forced out to his left, and he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points.
Touchdown, Seahawks!
Ken Walker,
his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Kenneth Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Take it in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. Easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Darrell Taylor
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season. And given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
The Seahawks at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker,
his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Week 9 here in the National Football League. He'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on third down, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, it's Connor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, after that play, we're going to get a pause here, an injured player, and that's the tight end, Zach Ertz, in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Take it in at the 22. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Off of play action, here's Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The final shot here before break, Smith. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense.
They were winners last week defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And this is incomplete.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
Play action. It's Smith. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running
under pressure, and they got to him again.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go down the field and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Again, a run with counter. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Murray.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. This is taken at the 23. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. And their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Geno. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
To throw is Murray. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now Murray's got to have this one. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Gino on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So out now come the Cardinals.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
This one swung out to Williams.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Murray now to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he can just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing now, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Again, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. So the victory here.